Well, it's Tuesday, the 27th of December 2022, and that means it's the weekly reset in Destiny 2, where the content rotates, the vendors and the challenges reset, and we got a chance for new content to enter the game. Well, I hope you had a good Christmas if you celebrate it, otherwise, happy holidays. Stay tuned later on for info related to the final week of the Dawning 2022. We've got Season of the Seraph story. This week is an absolute banger. We've got Nightfall info for the week, seasonal challenges, Banshee's weekly weapons, what is in the Eververse store, and also Ada's mods. Well, if you're new around here or find this useful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below for all the latest Destiny 2 content, and turn on notifications by hitting that bell, and roughly 98% of viewers who watch this week in video games aren't subscribed, so subscribe today and never miss an update. Well, let's check out those weekly reset items for the week. Well, this week we should have access to one of the catalysts for the Revision 0, so I will be back later on with how to get hold of that. But if you haven't jumped into the Operation Seraph Shield mission just yet, it's really, really good fun, and you've got that exotic pulse rifle waiting for you at the end, so definitely recommend getting into that. Well, it is the 4th week of Season of the Seraph, and that means new story content. So we've got Anna, Clovis, Elsie, Rasputin, so you can continue your More Than a Weapon quest, and you can pick that up at the helm. And I've heard this week's story mission is really, really good. I recommend jumping to that ASAP. Well, it is also the final week of the Dawning 2022, so hopefully you're on your way to becoming a star baker. And if not, you can check out the guide on This Week in Video Games if you need some tips for each triumph. Jumping over to the Nightfall content for the week, this time it's the Corrupted, and the weapon is Militia's Birthright. And it works really, really well with a particular artifact mod this season, so definitely get your hands on a Militia's Birthright. Well, the featured raid this week is the Vault of Glass, and the featured dungeon is the Grasp of Avarice. That is your featured content for the week. Well, it's not here at the minute, but Trials of Osiris is going to be back at the weekend, so another chance to get your hand on some of that fantastic new loot. Okay, so next up we've got the seasonal challenges. It is week 4. Let's have a look at these objectives. We've got More Than a Weapon 4, complete week 4 of More Than a Weapon. Beat Hive and Scorn combatants anywhere in the system. That should be nice and straightforward. We've got Heist Battlegrounds 3, so in a Heist Battlegrounds playlist, complete heists and breach submine vaults without alerting Wrathborn reinforcements. And then we got Entropic Shock, so defeat combatants with arc or void damage in Heist Battlegrounds. And Seasonal Shaping 1, so unlock the pattern for any seasonal Ikelos version 1.0.3 weapon. That is really, really good stuff. We've got Mod Collector, unlock artifact mods. I've got that one already. I'm going to collect that. We've got Precision Calibration, so calibrate marksman weapons, that's scout rifles, sniper rifles, and linear fusion rifles by landing precision final blows, and bonus progress against Guardians. Next up, we got High Value Hunter, so defeat powerful combatants in Gambit, earn bonus progress for defeating high value targets. Next up, Momentum Crash, so defeat Guardians in Momentum Control, and earn bonus progress with Zone Advantage. Finally, we got Darkest Nightfall, so complete any Nightfall strike on hero or difficulty or higher. And finally, we got Darkest Nightfall, so complete any Nightfall strike on hero difficulty or higher. So do 3 Nightfall strikes, and you will get a weapon. Well, next up, let's have a look at the raid and the dungeon content for the week, starting over on the Deepstone Crypt on Europa. Challenge this week is of all trades. Next up, let's go down to the moon. See what we've got with the Garden of Salvation. That is Leftovers. Heading on over to the Dreaming City for the Last Wish raid. Challenge here is Strength of Memory. Next up, let's go over to Savathun's Throne World. Go to the Vow of the Disciple. This week's challenge is Swift Destruction. And finally, let's go to the Legends tab. We've got 2 raids here. So we've got King's Fall raid first of all. That challenge is Hands Off. We've got the Vault of Glass. That is the featured raid for the week, as you can see with all the challenges there. If you're looking for the featured dungeon for the week, that is down on the Cosmodrome. You can see the Grasp of Avarice dungeon, but do be aware you will need to own the 30th anniversary pack to enjoy this content. Well, next up, let's check out the playlists and the pinnacles, starting off with the Vanguard. The Nightfall, as I mentioned before, is the Corrupted. You can raise that middle bar to 100% to get a powerful tier 1 drop and do 100k Nightfall to get some pinnacle gear. Weapon this week is the Militia's Birthright. It's a really good grenade launcher. Good luck if you jump into the Nightfalls this week. Next up, let's check out the Vanguard Ops. And this week we've got a Void Sin, so put on your Void subclass, do 3 Vanguard Ops, and you will get some pinnacle gear. Check out Crucible for the week. So over in the competitive division, if you do 3 matches here, you will get a random rolled version of Rose, if you've completed your placements, of course. For the rotating playlist, we have Momentum Control, so that's really, really good. And Trials of Osiris, it's not around at the minute, but it will be back at the weekend. Next up, we've got Gambit, you've got Regular, you've got Freelance, do 3 matches, and you get a pinnacle drop. Okay, as always, on Tuesday, reset day, we are in the tower, going to run past Eva Levante, heading over to Banshee-44 and see what weapons he has for us this week. Got a fair few new world loot pool weapons, hopefully he's got some tasty rolls. First of all, the Staccato 46 Triple Tap and Focus Fury, that isn't too bad at all, that is a good scout rifle. We've got the Jara Raka 3 SR, 4th times the Charm and Golden Tricorn. That is not bad at all. We've got the Redback 5 SI. That is compulsive reloader and turnabout. We have the Funnel Web, one of the most favourite submachine guns in the game. Auto-loading holster and Focus Fury. Not too bad at all. We've got the Typhon GL5, Banshee's favourite weapon. Unrelenting explosive light. And then we got the Taipan 4 FR, Genesis and Frenzy. I think probably the 2 best weapons that are certainly jumping out to me anyway, the Staccato 46 Triple Tap and Focus Fury and the Jararaka 3 SR, 4 times the Charm and Golden Tricorn. Not too bad at all. Well, next up, let's check in with Ada and see what mods she has for us today. First of all, we've got Linear Fusion Rifle Ammo Finder. Increases your chance of finding ammo while you've got a linear fusion rifle equipped. Arrow Scavenger, so bows that use heavy ammo get bonus reserves when picking up heavy ammo. We've got Shield Crash Wellmaker, so breaking a combatant shield with a matching weapon type creates an elemental well. Finally, Elemental Shards, so stasis shards count as stasis elemental wells for you. Does not apply to Crucible, Trials or Iron Banner. So that one is a really, really good one. If you haven't got Elemental Shards, I would definitely pick that up. Really fantastic for stasis builds. Well, finally today, let's check out to see what is in the Eververse store for Bright Dust. So first of all, we have a shader, Dawning Tranquility. Final week to get your Dawning gear. We have Baking Projection. All you star bakers out there. Got Glee Barrage. Or Xenophage. Very festive. We've got Ice Carving. There's a very cool emote. Check out the rest of the Bright Dust items for the week. We've got Shower of Gifts. That's pretty cool. And a nice sound effect too. We've got Infinite Gift as an ornament for the Vex Mythoclast. Look at that. A thing of beauty. A frictional cooler. That one is a ship. Like a truck. Or a Zamboni. Next up, we've got the Polar Vortex. Oh dear, oh dear. We've got the Nutcracker shell. Look at that. Look at the little moustache. Very cool. The Snow Bunny. Nemo. A little snow bunny himself. And we got shaky skating. Very nice little multiplayer emote there. Next up we got Howling Blizzard. Pretty cool. Shower of Gifts. We've seen that one. Nice little sound effect. Got the ice ball effects. That one is huge. Not sure about that one. Justified Cobalt. Pretty cool. I like that one. Wow. We have Dawning Celebration. For your final week of the Dawning. Dawning Tranquility. We've seen that one before, I do believe. And finally, Dawning Brilliance. Pretty good. Well, that is it for your weekly reset information on the 27th of December 2022. Whatever you get up to in Destiny 2 this week, I hope you have a good time. I think we're going to get one of those catalysts for Revision 0, and I think the story is an absolute banger this week, so definitely jump into that ASAP. Well, once again, I hope you have a happy holidays. This is the final Destiny 2 reset for 2022, so loads of really, really good stuff happened in 2022, and thank you so much for watching. Really, really appreciate it, and looking forward to 2023. Well, that is it for the Destiny 2 reset information on the 27th of December 2022. And as always, thank you so much for watching or listening. For more Destiny 2 content like this, hit that subscribe button down below and subscribe to This Week in Video Games. Or you can check me out on Twitter at TWIVG Podcast. If you enjoyed this video, found it useful, liking and sharing the video would really help me out. Otherwise, check out the videos on the channel. Thanks again. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you in 2023. Have a great week, and I'll see you real soon.